Well, Collingwood arrived in Sydney off the back of a trying week, but the focus now is fully on turning around their faltering finals campaign with a win over Sydney.
We've really quickly moved on and focused on the Swans. We've had a good week on the track, and the boys seem like they're in a good space to get the job done.
Good news for the Pies. Travis Cloak trained fully with the squad, showing no effects of that calf injury. It's very much been a tale of the two forwards in the build-up to this one. Cloak in for the Pies, Buddy out for the Swans.
Yeah, there's been a lot talked about those two boys and you know the positions up forward. But this game's going to be won and lost in the midfield.
The bands handed out to Lockie Keefe and Josh Thomas threatened to derail the Pies' build-up, but the club say the players are focused and the suspended pair are doing okay.
They're handling it really well, and we've supported, the club supported, and the players have supported the guys really well.
Collingwood have won 13 of their last 15 matchups with the Swans, but none of those victories have been here at the SCG, and a good omen for the Swans.
Obviously, none of our players have played here, and the ground's unique. This is a new challenge and a new game.
Most people know a set of Marsh brothers who have come out of WA. They're fighting a losing battle in the Ashes, but there's another pair of Marshes from the West. Jonathan made his debut last week for Collingwood. His brother Harry plays for Sydney, but hasn't yet played a game.
You know, he's had a great year. Yeah, it's a shame I didn't get a game before him, but you know that's just how some things work.
Has it been banter between you guys as to who's gonna debut first?
We're pretty competitive, so we kind of stayed on our own corners and we're just battling out to try and get there.
He's pretty humble with it all, so it's good.
Wouldn't really draw that card on him, and I doubt he would on me either. It's a bit of a sensitive one, so we'll just leave it.
Drew Jones, Fox Sports News 500. Well, the feel-good factor around Hawthorn has travelled with them all the way to Sydney, and with Jared Ruffhead back into the team after successful lip surgery, that's no surprise.
It's terrific to have Ruffy back for the game, such a big game and a really important game for our footy club, so to have him back in our forward line is going to be terrific, and I think he's jumping out of his skin today and can't wait for the game to start.
The Hawks couldn't have picked a better time to take on Sydney. They've won their last 6 games, culminating in last week's thrashing of first place Fremantle.
If you play a full-quarter effort like we did last week, you take massive amount of confidence from it, but the hardest thing is moving on, and you're probably not going to play like that every week. So the main thing for us is knowing that we can play a full-quarter effort, and that's what we've been striving to do for the whole season. So to finally get one and now hopefully just start to put that in place week by week.
The last time Hawthorn lost was in round 8 against the Swans in a thriller at the MCG.
Well, they've got strengths all over the field. Their back six are strong. They've obviously got a really quality midfield, and their forward line is probably the most potent forward line in the comp. So, we'll have a work cut out, and we know that it's going to be a tough game.
Hawks free agent Matt Suckling admitted during the week speculation about his future has been a distraction, but the Hawks are confident he'll re-sign.
And we hope he stays. As I said, he's a really important player for us, so we hope he makes the right decision for us. But in the end, he's got the right to take as long as he wants, and I think the club will obviously put a contract in place, and hopefully he signs it because he's a terrific player.
The Hawks and the Swans go into battle tonight at ANZ Stadium. With the Hawks, Drew Jones, Fox Sports News 500. The Bombers are making a habit of fast starts, this time jumping out of the blocks against the red-hot Hawks. Hawthorn made an early sub, James Frawley off, and with fellow back Josh Gibson a late withdrawal, Essendon's talls were taking control, especially Joe Danaher. The big man doing the job, and you know Paul Chapman will, especially against the Hawks. The Bombers at one stage led the Premiers by 35 points, but the Hawks pegged it back to 22 by half-time. It was deja vu for the Bombers as their lead started to slip, the third quarter dominated by one man, Jack Gunston. The Hawks' sharpshooter had clicked into gear, and so had his team. By early in the final term, the deficit was wiped away. Hawthorn seemed to be home and hosed as Luke Bruce slotted another goal, but the Dons don't know how to say die. Never mind tired legs, James Hird's Bombers have got heart. "35 points up, then 16 points down, finally holding a 2-point lead, Essendon were literally saved by the bell." Drew Jones, Fox Sports News.